Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgmo. There are a couple of things that I needed to address, and there are a couple of things that we wanted to talk about. But before we go on, I'm just going to ask you to like the video. If you are here, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what happened. To be honest, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I just want to address a couple of things, to be honest. Number one, first of all, I am here. I don't run away when my club lose or when my club win. I am here to talk to the people, to talk to the Footy Judgmo community. For all the people that are asking what happened, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what happened in the game. We're going to talk about how Inter were smashed yesterday in the Champions League final, in the biggest win in the history of the Champions League. I just want to establish something in the beginning. The club Inter is not the manager, is not the player. The club will remain regardless of the players, regardless of who the manager is. The club has been here forever. The club will always be here forever. But this manager and this player has absolutely humiliated this club. Will always be in the history books as the club that lost the most, that lost with the biggest margin in the history of a European Cup final. And this is down to this manager. This is down to these players that stepped on the pitch yesterday, that didn't play like they wanted to be there, that didn't play like they deserve to wear the Inter shirt. And there are a lot of points to talk about. Of course, there are a lot of points to actually talk about. A lot of people are giving excuses. And I'm just going to say this. There are things that happened to me yesterday, personally, after the game, where people are turning and people are saying that stay behind the club, stay behind the players, and all of this shit, Brusky, and all the cuck that are some of the Inter fans, to be honest, that want to absolutely stay behind this team and this manager, and he did excuses. There are no fucking excuses. You can lose with dignity, and I'm just going to say this here. As a football team, you can lose a game. There is always going to be a club better than a club, or a team better than a team. You can step on a pitch and lose with dignity and give everything on the pitch. There are no excuses for you to step on a pitch and absolutely look like the useless players that they were. There is absolutely no excuses for a manager like Inzaghi, who we're going to talk about, because a lot of people are saying that this manager is good and everything. He might be good, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about, is he a good manager? Is he a manager that should stay at the club? And there are things that I was tagged yesterday about my views on Arsenal or Maresca or Jurgen Klopp yesterday. There are people that message me about why do you have a different energy between Inter and Arsenal? Why do you have a different energy between Inter and Chelsea and Man United and all these teams, and why you're talking about that? And I'm going to address all of these claims. We're going to address all of these claims that people absolutely lied about, and people that don't know fucking football and don't know how to talk just fucking claim. I know there are people that feasted yesterday. There is the banter. You know what I mean? There is the banter that happens from some fans, which is I accept it. As a fan, I have to hold it, as other people have to hold it. As a fan, I need to hold that I actually support the club that lost 5-0. The club that lost 5-0 in the Champions League final. But there are people that lie, and there are people that absolutely keep spitting lies out of their mouth about me having the fucking different standards between my club and other clubs. And they're absolutely bozos, and absolutely they don't know what they're talking about. There is a massive difference, and I'm just going to tell you something. Before we go on, like the video, as Suraida is saying, big up Suraida, like the video, hit that like button, people. Let's get to 300 likes. Hit that like button. It helps the channel. If you're here, you're already here. So like the damn video. There are people that absolutely spoke about, oh, you have different standards for Inter. I want you to just imagine that your club, there are many things that your manager with these players have bottled 4 competitions within 2 months, right? 4 competitions between 2 months. And also, there are other points about this. I don't think, even though maybe Inzaghi is a good coach, I'm not changing my opinion as him. If 90 minutes change your opinion about a coach, you don't know football. But losing 5-0, and the reason why I need this guy to be sacked tomorrow, or he resigns, or he leaves with mutual consent, is that I don't think that a manager that lost 5-0 in the biggest loss in the history of a Champions League final can walk out again, regardless of how good he is. Every time this guy is going to walk out of the tunnel in the San Siro coaching this team, the fans will remember this loss. I don't think, and I want to big up a couple of people. I want to big up Anthony from Inter Worldwide. I want to big up Uncle Sharma. Of course, the people that show their faces on YouTube supporting Inter. I don't believe that this manager will have the backing of the fans. I don't believe that this manager will have the backing of the fans. This manager will always be remembered. It doesn't matter. Start of next season, if this manager walks out of the tunnel, he's not getting a standing ovation. He's getting boos. I don't think he has the mental capacity, right, to actually coach Inter again, to walk out of this tunnel, because the pressure of him on him will be immense. And that is the difference between when we talk about other teams bottling leagues or losing leagues or bottling a cup or losing a cup. There are no reason for me to believe that this guy has the mental capacity and has the mentality to coach this team again. And that is why he needs to leave the club. There is a new cycle. And there is people that said that some of these players, regardless of how good they are, for example, yesterday I was watching Anthony, right? And he was talking about, even if Barella left and Lautaro left and DeMarco left, I don't believe these players are mentally strong to face the fans again. They couldn't even stand to apologize to the fans, let alone walking out in the San Siro in the beginning of next season and saluting the fan and playing a football game in that shirt again. Genuinely, I don't think they can do this. There is a difference between when you lose with dignity, you give it all on the pitch, and when you walk out of that on that pitch yesterday and you look like you absolutely are not a professional footballer. The majority of them didn't look like professional footballers. And that is the difference between what I say about Inter, for example, and what I say about other clubs. Regardless of who good how good they are. How good they are. I want the better of this club. I want the best of this club, regardless of who the coaches, the players are. It doesn't matter if there are 11 sticks on the pitch, because I need you to give everything for the shirt. I need you to walk out on the pitch. Inter were absolutely garbage yesterday. This is the darkest day in Inter's history. The darkest day in Inter's history is delivered by the likes of Zomer, Di Marco, Barella, Lautaro, Thuram, everyone at Cherby, Bastoni. I am not sparing anyone. And above all of them, it is Inzaghi. In my opinion, I genuinely believe he should have resigned yesterday. I genuinely believe he should have resigned yesterday, because I don't believe that he will be able to coach this team again. 5-0, you know, you lose fucking 5-0. You get paid to do this job. You get paid to do this job. We are by the way, the fucking owners and the hierarchy, they already said that this is a successful season, because the amount of money Inter are gonna make over 200 million from the Club World Cup and the Champions League. They're already declared this. We, as fans, have to sit here and actually do the pains. They don't have the pain. They're gonna fucking go about their day. They're gonna go on holidays. These players got paid. And before I go on, congratulations to PSG, to be honest. Deserved champions, the best team in the world at the current moment, built a team, got rid of the divas like Mbappe, like Messi, like Neymar, and built a young team that is capable to deliver great football. This team is a deserved champion. Congratulations to them. I am not salty at all about PSG, by the way, because they deserve to win. I am here to talk about the club. PSG are miles better than Inter, but not 5-0. Because the same players that gave all their effort against Barcelona didn't show up yesterday. They are better PSG, they have better players, and they have a better coach that prepared the team better than Inzaghi. 100%, without a shadow of a doubt. They absolutely deserve the win, without a shadow of a doubt. But if you are a football player and you lose 5-0 in a final, I don't think you should wear the shirt again. There is an overhaul that needs to be done. And by the way, I'm just going to address one thing. For the people that keep saying that Inter have an aging squad, on yesterday, Bastoni in his prime, Di Marco in his prime, Barella in his prime, Dumfries in his prime, Lautaro in his prime, Thuram in his prime. There are 7 players. The only 2 players that you can say they are aging are Acerbi and Mkhitaryan. These are 2 players. How many teams have played with players over 30 or 35? Zanetti played for this club. Maldini played when he's 39, 38, and he gave all. There are 2 players only that are not in the... By the way, people that give Inter excuses, that some of the Inter fans that give Inter excuses and say we have aging squad. Hakan Çalhanoğlu is only 31 years old. You are 31 years old. Salah is fucking 33. How many players in the history that we have watched and they play in their 31, 32? You're not done. And by the way, Jan Zomer is a goalkeeper that had a magnificent tournament. As a goalkeeper, you can play until you're 40. You can play until you're 40. It's that simple, by the way. It is that simple. The goalkeeper is out of the equation, because we have seen Van der Sar absolutely play when he's 40 years old, right? Bastoni prime, Acerbi or Pavard. You're a right center back, 32 years old. That's not old. That is not old. How do people say that he's old? Dumfries prime, Barella prime, Hakan Çalhanoğlu 31 years old. How many 31 years old we have seen deliver performances? Lautaro in his 20s, Thuram in his 20s. So every Inter fan, and I'm addressing the Inter fans, that is giving excuses and saying that he's working wonders. He's doing a good job. He was doing a good job. But with all due respect, with all due respect, forget the Champions League. Why didn't you win the league twice? We have been the best team in the league for 4 years, and we won one league title. And we won one league title when there was no competition, when there was no one chasing us. And by the way, he might be a good coach, but I think what he's done, to be honest with you, is damning beyond repair for him. Beyond repair of him. I would have rather lose to Barcelona in the semi-final than go and be destroyed like this in the final. I would have rather lose to Barcelona. Because what has that given me more than pain? Penalties would have been less painful than this. 1-0 would have been less. There is no day that I wished a 3-0 loss more than yesterday. More than yesterday. In my opinion, the players should absolutely apologize to the fans. 5-0 is unforgiving. Like, you cannot absolutely come back from this. You cannot come. And by the way, the people that say that we didn't deserve to go through, we definitely deserve to go through to Barca against Barcelona. We literally trailed for 10 minutes in the whole of Barca's tie. 210 minutes or 220 minutes, and we trailed for 10 minutes. We definitely deserve to go through. Big up Terry in the chat. Big up my man. Big up Terry or KJ, whoever is in that account. Without a shadow of a doubt, we deserve to go to the final. But we don't deserve to play in the final. We don't deserve to play in the final. The team, PSG, are better, but they're not 5-0 better. And for the people that keep saying, there are people that tagged me. Lee, for example. Here you go. Lee tagged me yesterday. Lee tagged me yesterday or today and said, but don't worry, guys, Arsenal have to keep super mick, duper mick. So according to Mo, that's a complete lie, for example. Complete lie. And I'm being serious. This is a complete lie. Number one, there are two differences here. Number one, Arsenal didn't get humiliated in a final, in the historic final, that will always be in the history books as the biggest loss in a Champions League final. Number two, on record, people here have seen me say that Arsenal, if they're going to sack Arteta, get them a better manager. Seriously. I never said trust the process. I never said all of this shit. This season, Arsenal have failed. And I said, if Arsenal are going to go and get a better manager, and by the way, I am telling you this. I am telling you this. I actually said this before the final. I said that Inter, even if there is a better, after Inzaghi bottled the league, I said that if Inter even lose with a small margin, if there is a better manager out there, sack him and get that manager. But that is a lie, a big lie. Because I never said trust the process and all of this shit that people are talking about. And all the stuff that people are talking about. People just want to have digs for no reason because they don't watch the content and they don't know. And they don't know. And by the way, to be honest with you, yesterday, seeing all the United fans in the comment section after the game, hold that, you absolute bums, you're 15 in your league, and you lost to Spurs in a final in Europa League. You absolute bums. Your club is not even going to come back soon. You have Amarim, you're 15th in the Premier League. It's ridiculous. When, like, this is ridiculous. United fans. And I'm just going to have to say, I made it. If United fans are coming to my comment section and bantering me, I made it. I made it as a content creator. You're 15th. Have some shame. Have some self-awareness. Broski, you talk about your club. And by the way, with all the finances, with all the money you fucking spend every year, you're talking about my club? Absolute bums. They are absolutely bums. You spend all that money, yet you're 15th in the league. It's absolutely ridiculous. We bottled the league, at least we challenged, right? But we bottled it. We reached the Champions League final, we got humiliated, fine, but we're in the final. It's ridiculous. 15th. Like, I don't know how people talk about this. Paul here, Big Up Paul is saying that. Big Up Paul for the first super chat of the stream. Hit the like button, people. 600 people in the house. Let's get the likes up. Mo, I have watched R9 play for this club. Same. I've watched Zanetti, Milito, Eto. Mo, your play style is awful nowadays. Totally parking the bus and hoping for counterattacks. But the problem is that it's not the true. Yesterday, he actually didn't park the bus nor attack. He couldn't even park the bus. He couldn't even park the bus. He couldn't even park the bus. He couldn't. He couldn't. And in my opinion, by the way, there are people that are here for the banter, and I get it. I have to hold it. I have to hold it. With all due respect to it, I have to hold it. I have to sit here and take it. Because I back this team. So at least give me a performance in the final. It's embarrassing, broski. Barella, 3 GA in 52, 3 goals in 52 appearances, 0 goals in 13 Champions League appearances. The most overrated player in Europe. I've watched Inter this season. This season, Barella has performed some good games, but the majority of the time, he hasn't performed well. But that doesn't define if he's a good player or not. 90 minutes does not define. Salah has had bad games. Salah has performed a bad 180 minutes. That doesn't define him as a player. But I agree with you. Barella has been not good this season. And I'm telling you, this is down to Inzaghi. He allowed him to yell, scream, throw a tantrum on the pitch. He's not keeping him in check. Do you think he does this again if Antonio Conte is the coach? Do you think he does this if there is a Mourinho on the touchline? He'll be playing and not talking. But we allowed him to do this. His head got bigger. We pay him more wage. And we allowed him to do this. So I agree with you. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not sparing anyone. If anyone wants to leave and they are thinking about the next journey, just fucking go. Go. It doesn't matter who you are. Just fucking leave, broski. Go find yourself a different club. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with rebuilding. Because I think this has not, like, there is no comeback. Some of these players will not come. Unless you get a bigger figure. Unless you get a very strong coach. And I don't think that Inter will do this. The fuckers might even keep Inzaghi. Barella is world class. The manager is restrictive. It's not only that. Forget that he's world class. The manager is allowing him to actually, on the pitch, yell at him, bro. Who's the manager? This manager, bro, is allowing players to yell at him. He's allowing the players to actually yell at him. That's absolutely fraudulent. Fraudulent by him. He's an absolute bum. And he needs to leave the club. Inter are not getting, because this is so destroying to the mentality of this football club. And don't tell me, by the way, I get it. You reach the Champions, deservedly you reach the Champions League final. You beat Bayern, you beat Barcelona, you came fourth in the group stage, fine. You reach the final, fucking perform. 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 Give me a performance. I am okay with everyone leaving. And it doesn't matter who comes to the club. It doesn't matter who comes to the club. I hope he leaves. I hope he leaves. We bottled all the other cups for a 5-0. I want Inzaghi sacked. But Frank, when I said this yesterday in a group chat with the Inter fans, they are saying I'm negative. You know, negative. He bottled all the competitions and they are saying I'm negative. To be honest with you, after this, I'm done with the 3-5-2. I'm done. I want a manager that plays 4-3-3. I want a manager that gets me excited. I want a manager that plays attacking football. I want a manager that plays with wingers and get excited again when watching the Inter. I don't want a manager to do all of this 3-5-2. There are some Inter fans yesterday that really were defending this. Defending this, bro. Wallahi, Frank, they were defending this. They were defending this. How is that even? How is that even possible? Yesterday, can you imagine? Can you imagine? There is some people that are defending the players. I absolutely looked at yesterday and said, this is the darkest day in the club's history, and you're defending the players? Darkest day. Darkest day of the club. Oh, I can understand. How is this possible? Wallahi, pathetic. As you say, pathetic. Pathetic. There is a difference between if he loses with dignity, but he provided. This is what you are giving me in the final? This? You're lucky, mate, you didn't meet my team. Before Saka and Arteta would have finished you before round of 16. Arsenal had the highest XG. Unlucky face PSG. You still lost. It's not about Arsenal. Why are you making it about Inter facing Arsenal now? We faced you in the group stage and we beat you 1-0. What is that? Like, what is this? What are you talking about, my friend? What are you talking about? Like, why are you talking about Inter facing Arsenal? You played against PSG and you lost fair and square. Khalas. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't get it. You're coming here to talk about if Inter faced Arsenal. I could be mistaken. Once you didn't rate LE. I don't know who LE is. Lee? LE, I don't know who LE is. Once you didn't rate LE, I don't know what is that. LE, AMT, I don't know. I don't know what is LE. I don't know what is LE. I absolutely. I don't know what is LE. Luis Enrique. Yes. And some Barcelona fans, he absolutely evolved and he's great. Once I didn't say, a lot of Barcelona fans said that he won the triple with them. I've had a Barcelona fan yesterday tag me, Cooler, yesterday, commented and said that, yes, he failed at this, he failed at that. But he's absolutely evolved. Like, yeah, Luis Enrique yesterday and during this campaign and how he built this PSG, he's great. He's a great coach. The way he coached PSG is fantastic. It's phenomenal. He's absolutely, like, the way they played is great. I can't fault him for this. He's absolutely proven us wrong, proven me wrong, which is fine. You got to admit that maybe he needed time and he got the time and he absolutely built a great team. He built a great team. Now you understand why the real Arsenal fans are sick of Arteta fanboys protecting Arteta for failure. Different Inzaghi, he won the league. I disagree with you. Again, I disagree with you. The reason I want Inzaghi out is that, number one, it's SG. With all due respect, if Arsenal sack Arteta and get a better manager, I'm not an Arsenal fan. That is fine with me because he failed. Because he failed. Because he failed. Because he failed. And I get it. If people want to sack him, fine. I understand. Here is the difference. If Inzaghi lost the final in a respectful way, I would say, even if he stayed, I'd say he bottled everything. And hear me out about this. He bottled everything. But his start of next season, I would say, Halas, I'm going to get behind him and hope that he turns it around and wins the league again. But we have been the best team in the country for 4 years, and we won one league title when there was no pressure. You see the difference? I know you are someone who has brain. I know that you're someone who has a brain and you think about it. Inzaghi has absolutely bottled all the competitions. And he humiliated the club with great history in the final. He humiliated the club that is a great history in the final. Right? He misused the players in the final that will always be in the history. The reason why I want Inzaghi sacked is not because he's a bad coach. It's because I don't think there's a comeback from this. I don't think he can, again, I'm going to repeat again. I don't think he can stand in front of the fans again as an Inter coach. You get my point? And I said it before, if there's a better manager out there, I want Inter to get him. But now, any manager would do, just because I think it's so damning for him being an Inter manager next season. We should learn from Arsenal how to put up a fight. Wallahi, we should learn from all the clubs to put in a fight. Even Man United tried at the end of the game. Man United tried to win against Spurs at the end. Inter didn't even try. And there is one more thing that an Arab journalist said yesterday. Inzaghi yesterday didn't care about Inter as an institute. He didn't care about Inter as an institute. You know that the game is lost at 3-0. Save the club's face and try to keep the result as respectful as you can. But he didn't care. He knew that if he attacked, he would have lost 5-0. And he did. We could have tried to defend that 3-0 and save the club's face. He didn't care about the club because he's not caring about the club. That is one thing. Save your face. You know that this is the great club that you put in the mud. And he didn't care about the club. What are you trying to do in minute 85 or 80, trying to go all out attack, leaving a Cherby on his own at the back? Tell me, in his head, what was he trying to do? What was he trying to do? Why didn't you save the club's face? Why did you attack with all the players? What was the point of this? Absolutely. Absolutely fraud, Inzaghi. You might have destroyed the club for the next 3 years. Enrique was available in 2023. Hansi Flick. So that's, I said that if there is a better manager, Arsenal should have went and got Luis Enrique. Available last year, but the Arteta cult fan said there is no one better than. But anyone that says that there is no one better than Super Duper Mick and Mikel Arteta is an idiot. There are many better managers. Jurgen Klopp is better. Luis Enrique is better. Pep Guardiola is better than him. There are a lot of better managers out there. So for the people that say there is no better manager than Arteta are idiots, are stupid. Like there is always going to be, there is the only one manager in my life, like now, there is only one manager that there is no one better than him, which is Pep Guardiola. Every manager in the world, there is a better manager than him. Every manager, there is a better manager. But the problem was, and I don't want to turn this into Arsenal SG, but there are people that said, sack him and get Iraola. Or Heusler or whatever. That is ridiculous, to be honest. Like, just to say this. And I don't want to turn this into Arsenal. But sack him and get someone worse. That's not the point. But the difference between this and Inter is that at this point, I don't think that Inzaghi should stay at the club. I don't think he has the capacity to do this. Arteta is 100 times bigger than Inzaghi. People were pushing him to Arsenal. I said many times that Inzaghi maybe doesn't suit Arsenal because the way he plays, because the 3-5-2 and Arsenal are not built for 3-5-2. You can argue Arteta is better than Inzaghi or Inzaghi is better than Arteta. It is up to you. But after this defeat and beyond this, I don't think Inzaghi is going to get a big job now. He needs to go to Saudi Arabia. I don't think there's a big club that will touch Inzaghi now. With all due respect to everyone, I don't think he will get a bigger job. Khalas. There's no big job for him. There's no big job for him. It's done. It's over. Inzaghi, he humiliated the club. And that is what people don't understand. And by the way, you go to the players. Barella, if you want to pack your fucking bags and go, mate. The door is right there. If Bastoni wants to go, go. Lautaro, Thuram, anyone, any of them. If they want to leave, leave. It doesn't matter if they want to leave. And everyone keeps saying that I deserve this. Yes, because I played yesterday. Because I was on the pitch yesterday. I promise you, if I was on the pitch yesterday, I would have given more to the badge. I would have given more to the badge. So yes, because I played yesterday, Putty Judgmo was on the pitch yesterday. Listen, all I have to say is that there are a lot of people, if their teams lose, they would not show up. But I'm here. And for all the Inter fans that fucking talk shit, and all the fuckers that talk shit in group chats, DM me, I will fucking send you the link to fucking destroy you. All the fuckers that keep chatting shit, I will absolutely send you the link to come. But I know that you're a pussy and you won't show your face on a camera because you're a pussy. And people that DM'd me and talk to me on Twitter know exactly who I'm talking about. They know exactly who I'm talking about. Without a shadow of a doubt, I will absolutely send them the link right now. Right now, I'll send you the link. People like talk shit. I will absolutely. People that talk shit on Twitter behind the keyboard warriors that stay behind an Avi or a picture on Twitter or WhatsApp or Instagram and talk about this. Bro, show your face. But I know, Bega, you're going to choke in front of a mic or a camera. I am here. There's a lot of banter in the chat. There's a lot of banter in the chat right there. But I'm here to take it. I'm here to take it. But you hide. You hide. You absolutely hide. Souls, who was on your channel, said that he wouldn't take Enrique if he was available. The problem is Souls is the majority deluded Arsenal fans. I think everyone is going to change their mind now, SG. I think every Arsenal fan is going to change their mind now, knowing that if they take Luis Enrique, maybe some people had a vision about Luis Enrique and they saw the difference between him and Arteta. Maybe that is the case. Maybe now they change. Maybe now they change. Maybe now they change. So for me, and by the way, everyone that comes on the channel, they have their own opinion. I have my own opinion. Other people have their opinion. If any guest on my channel is giving me their time, I respect them. I absolutely respect them. And that is their opinion. They are entitled to their opinion. I'm not censoring someone's opinion. I debate them. I argue with them. But I'm not going to sit here and censor someone's opinion. Like, that is not my motto here on the channel. It's his opinion. When the camera faced Inzaghi, he was screaming, yet players were crap. Do you think the players down told him? No. No, no, no. I think he approached the game wrong. He didn't prepare the players mentally for this final. Look at Lautaro before the game. Look at Lautaro before the game. He didn't prepare these players for the final. I want you guys to be honest. I want you guys to be honest, wallahi, for real. I get it if there is a player or two that are not performing. But there are 15 players or 16 players that stepped on this pitch and they didn't perform. How can I blame all of them? Isn't the first one to blame is the manager who prepared these players, who gave them instructions? If there is one or two players that didn't perform, I will blame the players. But there is 11 players that absolutely look like useless players on the pitch. You gotta blame the manager. I blame the players too for underperforming. Don't get me wrong. I am not sparing anyone. But in the same time, if there are 11 players not performing, I blame the coaching staff. I blame the psychologists that prepare these players. I blame the people that the speech before the game, the tactics. Club World Cup left to bottle. Oh God, do you think I care about that? Do you think I cared about the Club World Cup? Do you think I cared? The most important thing is that I cared about winning the league. We have had a chance to, in 4 years, to win at least 3 league titles. And we won 1, Frank. We won 1. Only 1. We have been the best team in Italy for 5 years. Conte won it. Inzaghi won 1. Do you think if Conte was here, we would have won 1 league title only? When you're being the best team in Italy. That is my problem. People mistake. If Pep Guardiola won 1 league title in his 8 years, is that being the best? By the way, you have to put context. If you are the best team in the country and you win 1 league title, do you know why we blame? Sometimes we criticize Pep, and some Man City fans criticize Pep for winning 1 Champions League when he was favorite every season. Because when you are the best team in any competition, you have to deliver. He had the best team in Italy for 4 years and won 1 league title. He bottled it to a dead Milan and a dead Napoli this season. You understand the pain? That shocking, embarrassing game for Inter, minus 100,000 euro. Absolutely. We are embarrassed, and the team should be embarrassed of themselves. Absolutely. They should be embarrassed of themselves. They should be embarrassed of themselves. I agree with you. Guys, I want to tell you guys something. I want to big up everyone that is here, regardless if you're bantering or not bantering, or you're here for the tears, or you're here to commiserate me. Just hit the like button. Let's get to 400 likes live. Hit the like button. It helps the channel. You're here, so you just hit the like button. Thank you for everyone donating. Thank you for everyone getting involved in the conversation. Let's get to 400 likes. Hit the like button underneath your live chat. Let's get the likes up. As long as Marotta is the president, Gianni, you're an Inter fan. Inter will be around. Yes, Inter will rebound. Inter will always be great. However, Inzaghi should go. I agree. See, that's a realistic Inter fan. Inter will not die. People are saying that Inter will die. Will not die. Xavi is available along with others. The 3-4-5-2 is dead, but also Inter too slow in the build-up. We were too slow yesterday, Gianni. You're absolutely right. We need new manager with new ideas. We need new, because we're not going to sell. Let me just establish this. Inter are not going to absolutely sell all the players. They aren't. But there has to be a change of voice. It is done. It is over. The cycle is done. It's over. You won 1 league title. I'm thankful for you. I am thankful for you. You won 1 league title. I'm thankful for you. But you destroyed the cycle at the end. You didn't leave on a good note. Bottling the league, the Super Cup, the Coppa Italia, losing a final 5-0. You destroyed the cycle. You left us in a place when we need a rebuild. A rebuild. He has failed. Because he left us in a dark place. This is the darkest day in Inter's history. sell Lautaro, start rebuilding. He's not a captain. I said he's not a captain. He might be a good player every now and then, give moments, but he cannot be the captain. If you lose the final like this, I don't think he should be the captain again. Who can be the captain? I don't know. But I don't think he should be the captain. He can stay at the club if they're gonna keep him, that is fine. But I don't think he should be the captain. I don't think he should be the captain again. And you can say what you want. I don't think Lautaro Martinez should be the captain of Inter. I agree with you. Where should your team go from here? What's the first step? Is to get a new manager with a new voice. Much love, Mo. Thank you so much, Akia, for this. You and Osam are my favorite content creators in the space. I appreciate you. Thank you. Fills my heart with joy. It fills my heart with joy. It fills my heart with joy. It fills my, thank you so much for the nice comment. Appreciate everyone. Like, to be honest, I don't know if you have ever felt this feeling, to be honest. I'm a Napoli fan. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you for winning the league. Inter is my second team in Italy. Fuck you, Inter Milan. Congratulations to winning the title. It's a great achievement for Antonio Conte and your players. Congratulations to all the people that support Napoli. Thank you so much for your donation and your super chat. Thank you. Wallahi, Haidar Ali, we should no fight. And that is the worst thing about yesterday. The worst thing about yesterday, to be honest with you, is that we should no fight. Like, I understand if there is a difference in quality. There was a difference in quality between Inter and Barcelona. They have the best player in the world, in Lamine Yamal. There is a difference in quality between Inter and Barcelona, but we should fight. You're absolutely spot on. You're spot on. Fuck off now. SG, fuck off. I know the banter and everything. Last thing, fuck off now, SG. You fucker, fuck off. You made me laugh. Fuck off now. Fuck off now. You absolute bozo. You bozo. Hakan can be the captain. He tried to motivate. I don't know. To be honest with you, Matthew, I don't know who can be the captain of Inter. I don't care. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care if we do this. I don't care who's the captain. But next season, this season has been a complete failure. I don't know. By the way, I don't know who should be the captain. I don't know who should be the captain of Inter next season, Matthew. I don't know who should be the captain. And by the way, DeMarco, I'm just saying this again. Yesterday showed people why. And I want people, before I do the next two super chats, I told you guys that DeMarco is a bad defender. I know my team. I know my players. He is a bad defender. And Inzaghi started him. He is afraid to go into tackles. He doesn't go and engage in tackles. He stays behind. And that is the second goal showed. He turned his back. He turned his back on the ball. How shameful that is. I see players putting their body on the line and he's turning his back on the ball. That is, with all due respect, how are you playing for the club if you're afraid to go and block the ball? Let the ball hit your body. I see Sherby putting his body on the line. I see people, listen, one of the people that put their body on the line all the time is Diaz. Ruben Diaz for Man City. I see this guy on the ground putting his face on the line. Why are you turning your back? Much love, Mo. I think you just lost to a better team, but not 5-0. But it was a good run. I'm gladly that Inzaghi, I would gladly take Inzaghi at Arsenal. Do you think he improves us? No. No. I think this defeat have destroyed him. No. No. Wallahi, Delict, you're right. Delict puts his body on the line. Lorenzo, here you go again. You want Inzaghi sacked but defends Arteta? Again with the accusations. Lorenzo, I'm just going to tell you this again for once and for all. I want Inzaghi sacked because he humiliated the club in a final that will always be in the history books. And we need a change of voice because I think this is damning to Inter. And I don't defend Arteta. I said Arteta has failed. If you're going to get a better manager, sack him. When someone told me Xavi, get Xavi. Why do people lie? Why do people lie? Why are you lying? Why is he lying? You guys, I don't think I've ever lost 5-0 in a Champions League final. It's the worst defeat in a Champions League finals history. You guys don't understand this. I'm telling you, Arteta walks out next season coaching Arsenal first game. Fans will be, half the fans will be with him, half the fans will be against him. Inzaghi walks out at Inter's bench next season, all the fans will be against him. See the difference? I don't think you're contemplating. Inzaghi is not a bad coach, but he bottles big moments. When there is pressure, he does not know how to handle pressure. I am telling you, that is the difference. It's crazy. Why do people lie? Pick up Jamie. Inzaghi and Mo. يا عم خلاص, he failed. He needs to go. Jamie, he needs to go, Jamie. Inzaghi literally yesterday, and he actually embarrassed the club. He couldn't even save face. But there is a massive difference and people don't understand this. We have been the best team in Italy for 4 years and we won. Imagine if Pep Guardiola has a team that is superior to everyone in the Premier League and he wins 1 league title. I don't think you understand. I think people don't understand. I don't think people know what they're talking about. You all are, some of you are absolutely don't understand. When you have the best team in the country, you should win more titles. Because I don't hide. Because I don't hide. That is my full-time job, and I'm here. And I'm here. That is my full-time job, and I'm here. Oh my God, people want to make this about Mo and Arsenal and Inter. It's ridiculous. Inzaghi, exactly, Nathan. Thank you so much. Why are people coming to super chat about Arsenal? I don't know. I don't know, Nathan. Thank you so much for this comment. I don't know. Why is this about Arsenal? Why are people coming here? Who are you? Who are you? Like, it's ridiculous. Why? If you're an Arsenal fan, fine, say what you want. I will respond to you. It's ridiculous. Thank you, Nathan, for the donation. The problem is people want to talk about, do you remember about when Chelsea hired Maresca, and I said, that he's not, like, Chelsea should hire a more experienced coach. Yes. What people really think that people really think that I sit here and I defend Arsenal or defend Liverpool or defend Salah because I want something. I'm telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I think. If you don't agree with you, debate. Challenge my opinion. Mo, when you say the best team in Italy, I think you're missing the point. Inzaghi made them, but that's not true. Because when he took over, yes, Inter sold Hakimi and sold Lukaku, but we still had players that won the league title. And we have the deepest squad in Italy with Inzaghi. It's not because of him. There are other teams that are not good enough. That's what you don't understand, JJ. Inzaghi has done okay coaching style, but he actually had the best team in Italy. And he didn't win. He won one league title. That is not good enough if you're the best team in Italy. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm responding to JJ because at least you have an objective opinion. People, you say that we have Premier League rejects. Lautaro, Thuram, Bastoni, Pavard, DeMarco, Dumfries, Barella, Hakan. That is not Premier League rejects. So what about this? Look at Man United fans. You all are rattled for no reason, to be honest with you. You all are rattled. He should have been sacked in the morning, and I don't know how he's still at the club. Like, how is he still at the club? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. And people, by the way, someone just tagged me and said that you have been, but before him, you have never been in a Champions League final. Fine. I would say, again, I'm going to repeat it again for the people that don't want to listen. If we have performed in the Champions League final and lost with dignity, I would say, fair enough, the better team won. But we haven't performed. He humiliated the club. He humiliated the club. Some Man United fans want to be relevant in the chat. Mo, I believe this is the part where I told you so. I rooted for, and now this. Shame on your team for making my team responsible. To be honest with you, Debbie, I would have rather, if you're asking me, yes, we won against Barcelona. Yes, we fought. It was a great tie, 7-6, one of the greatest ties. But I would have rather lost to Barcelona, Wallah al-Azim, because as a football fan, I would have rather watched Barcelona play PSG than watching the shit Inter team, my team, get humiliated like this. At least the club itself will have dignity, will have respect, will have respect. But I would have rather lost to Barcelona than play a final like this. And I believe that all Inter fans think like this. Anthony said it. Everyone said it. I would have absolutely loved to lose the game against Barcelona, because losing the final five, by the way, if we lost the semi-final to Barcelona, we could have continued with maybe a new manager or even Inzaghi next season, but the cycle would continue. This loss, 90 minutes, might have destroyed the mentality of this team, because I think there is no comeback. There's no comeback. Sorry, Mo. Big up for having the guts to show up. Thank you, Nathan. Listen, this is my job. I'm here to talk to you guys and voice. And thank you for listening. I'm getting my frustration out with you. Where else would I do it other than my own channel? For the people that say, oh yeah, Mo, you don't talk. Yeah, no, we do talk. We do talk. We're here. We're here. We show up. I'm going to show up for Al-Ahwa. Hussam said yesterday, if he had had this loss, he would have taken a week off. I'm here. I showed up on Emmett Chef. I showed up on the football terrace. I'm going to show up today on Al-Ahwa. Today I'm going to show up on Al-Ahwa. Let's get to 400 likes. Big up everyone that is here. Should Inter refresh the defender? To be honest with you, at Sherby, Darmian, Mkhitaryan, thank you so much for your service. Divray, thank you for your service. You delivered number 20 last season. Thank you for your service, but it's time. It is time you leave. It's time you go for the club. Thank you so much for the good moments and the good memories, but thank you so much, but it's time to go. It is time you leave. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time at the club. It is time now. Just leave the club. Leave football before it leaves you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I don't know, there is someone that says, why are you so entitled? What do you mean? Can you elaborate? But okay, I don't think people understand. Being in a final, it's fine, it's great. Reaching a final, thank you for the memories. Thank you for a good campaign. You reach another final, congratulations. I like the campaign. I like the good moments. The memories will be there. But let me tell you what I believe that happened. And I believe that every Inter fan thinks the same. Losing 5-0 in the final will erase the memories, the good memories we had in this campaign. Losing 5-0 in the... Do you think I'm going to sit and remember this season? Do you think I'm going to sit and remember this season as a successful campaign or memories? That is not the point. Tell me 3 marquee signing. That is not the point. You ask even Napoli fans. You ask even Napoli fans about, this is not about marquee signing. It has never about marquee signings. He had 2 teams. JJ. He has 2 teams. It is not about the signing. It's about the team he has. The players are a disgrace, as Arsenal's music is saying. Shane is saying 3 bottled comps in the space of a month. Sack him. Thank you, Shane. That is the truth. Sack him. There is one more thing. There's a difference between bottling the competitions and actually humiliating the club. And many times, Wallah al-Azim, you're right, Haider. Many times I said, lack of pace and athleticism is going to hurt us. And it happened today. It happened yesterday. It happened. It happened yesterday. Wallah al-Azim, Charlie, Mkhitaryan at least yesterday was trying. There are other players that weren't trying. Like, at least he was trying. The other players weren't even trying. At least. Thank you, Muhammad. Big up, Mo. Would you take Diego Simeone? I think he's the right man to take Inter forward. We need a big figure like this, but I want to be realistic. We are not getting Diego Simeone because his wage is too high for Inter. We need to know where we are. The guy is going to continue with Atletico Madrid. He makes 35 million pounds a year. So we aren't getting Simeone and Inzaghi. We are not getting Diego Simeone, but we need a figure like this because I believe that these players are going to be down completely, and without a manager that has a big personality, I don't think these players will bounce back. Sisk maybe is a good tactician. He's the right man to take Inter forward since he plays 4-4-2. If he's not gettable, then get maybe Xavi, maybe Sisk, maybe Xavi. I don't care. I don't care, Muhammad. But we need someone else. We need a new voice. I don't know, the Purple Crown is, I think the Purple Crown is something that YouTube has introduced. It's called community. The number of people that comment after streams and all of this. I think Zoraida explained it. I think Zoraida, I think you get it by Nikhil. As an Arsenal fan, I feel your pain. To be honest, Inter are an aging team. But this is wrong, Nikhil. We had 2 players that are very old yesterday. 7 players were below 20 years old. Barella, Bastoni, DeMarco, Dumfries, Lautaro, Thuram. 6 players and 3 players at the age of 31 or 32. That is not old. Inzaghi has taken Inter as far as he can. Congrats, PSG. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations with PSG. Oh my God, the most fans that are crying in the chat are United fans. Oh my God. The most crying fans in the chat. Have some self-awareness. You are 15th and you lost to Spurs. They completed 90 passes in 90 minutes. Spurs, and you lost to them. Mkhitaryan and Acerbi are very old. Zomar is a goalkeeper, so I don't count him. I don't count him. I don't count the guy. They never have self-awareness. At least we lost to the best team in the world. You lost to the team that is below you on the table. The 17th in the league. So you're 15th and you lost to the 15th, the 17th. In a final where Spurs literally completed 90 passes. Literally. Have self-awareness, broski. You lost to your biggest rival 7-0. 7-0, you know. You lost 7-0 to your biggest rival. Like, to be honest with you, you're not even a serious club. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What do you mean? Why do I need to snap? Like, United fans are just the most shameless people on the internet. To be honest with you. Oh my God, you're a United fan. Oh, bravo. Inter lost 5-0. That makes your season better. Great. Inter lost 5-0. It makes, by the way, guys, Man United won the trophy. Man United fans won a trophy. You know what the trophy? Inter losing 5-0 because of footy judge Mo. That's how relevant I am to you. That's how you sleep and you think of me. Oh my God, I need Inter to lose so Mo can hold it and Mo can get upset. Oh my God, that's how my season will be relevant. That's how my club will be relevant. I need footy judge Mo. Do I look rattled to you? By you? Do I look rattled to you? You're coming to my chat. Oh my God, my season is going to be better if footy judge Mo lose 5-0. I think I will sleep better now. Literally. Like, literally. Man United, I think now you can enjoy your summer, you know? Inter lost 5-0 and footy judge Mo is in the mud. Inter lost 5-0 and footy judge Mo is in the mud. Your season just got better. You won a trophy, Man United. Great. Now you are relevant because Mo, footy judge Mo's team lost 5-0. Absolutely. I want you guys to deep this. Man United fans in the chat, your season got better. You won a trophy. You absolutely won a trophy. You want a trophy now? Your trophy, imagine your trophy is Inter losing 5-0. That's what you stay in front, like in your basement, in front of the mirror, and you smile and say, yes, Man United are a successful club this season because Inter lost 5-0. Great. Inter lost. Oh, I just had a, you know what? They go to their friends and they talk to their friends. They sit on the coffee shop. You know what? We had a great season this season, you know? Yeah. What did your club do? No, no, no. It's not about my club. Inter lost 5-0 and Judge Mo is in the mud and he's annoyed. You know what? My day just got better. I am smiling now. I'm happy. Put Judge Mo and Inter, who you never watch, who you don't know, who you have no idea who Inter play. Oh, my Inter lost 5-0. My day just got better. My season got better. Next season, I'm going to play Champions League because Inter lost 5-0. It doesn't matter if Inter are relevant to you or not. Yet you are here. Your season just got better because Inter lost 5-0. You know what? I think next season, they should actually give Man United a space, a spot in the Champions League because Inter lost 5-0 in the final. I think Man United fans deserve this because it's footy Judge Mo. His team lost 5-0, so Man United fans should get a spot in the Champions League. Absolutely. Great. Fantastic by the United fans. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me. A team that hasn't even competed for the title for 12 years. But anyway, it is what it is. How many players should Inter bring this summer? We need an overhaul. We need an absolutely overhaul. Without a shadow of a doubt, we need an overhaul. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, we need an overhaul. 100%. Can we get to 400 likes at least, you frauds? At the end, it's my job. I support Inter, and this is my job. I'm a content creator. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I don't know how many people. How close are we to 33K? We are 150 subs from 33K or 120 subs or 150 subs or something. Hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me do some comments. Mo, take Arteta too. I'll take anybody at this current moment. If Inzaghi leave, which he looks like he's gonna leave, I'll take anyone, Soraida, at this point. Oh my God, people are so rattled. People are so rattled. Now, it's unbelievable, bro. It's ridiculous. I'm annoyed and you're here for the tears. It's up to you. To be honest with you, at this time, I would take anyone because we need to start a rebuild. At this time. It's not my job. It's not my job to scout a coach. There are people that get paid hundreds, thousands of euros to absolutely get. Big up Ray for becoming a member. Big up Ray, thank you so much for supporting the channel and becoming a member. Thanks to you. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. What happened to Eucharist now? Someone is telling me Northside was cooking me. Bro, Northside can do his thing. He's using my stream on his stream. It's up to him. That's how relevant I am. He's using my stream on his stream. That's how relevant I am. Like, he can use anybody. This is a fair use. He can use my stream. Like, seriously. Like, now we're actually now like being disingenuous. Being disingenuous, to be honest. I don't know if I'm even, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do like transfer streams or do my job as a content creator that covers the Premier League and talk about the Premier League in the next day or two. I actually don't know. And I was speaking to Osam yesterday about this. I am so distraught and I'm so destroyed mentally. It was been a long season that ended up with the biggest failure. And I'm not sure. Genuinely, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if I'm gonna be able to do like I'm gonna try. Wallah, I was talking yesterday about this. I don't know if I would swap Inzaghi for Amram. I don't know. I think maybe we need a big figure like Mourinho back at the club. I said no, but maybe we need like a new manager that has a new voice. To be honest, maybe we need that. Maybe we need a new manager. Maybe we need a new voice. To be honest, like we just need a new voice that will galvanize the team back. 100%, Jamal. I would change to 4 at the back. I want new ideas. I want new ideas, to be honest with you. I want new ideas. Zidane will never come to Inter. He's a Juventus fan. I want new ideas. I want my pick of the bunch now is either Xavi Hernandez or Cesc Fabregas. The available ones, it's either Cesc Fabregas or Xavi Hernandez. To be honest, that would be my pick at the current moment. That would be my pick. But that is why I want Xavi, to be honest, Matthias, because I want him to change the way we play. Get younger players. Remember, he won the league with Barcelona with a team that is not great. And I want him to come to Inter to try to coach that tiki-taka thing. Maybe we change the way we play. Maybe we get younger players. Maybe he can get younger players. Yeah, but you know he's gonna leave. He's already on the market to leave. But it doesn't matter if Xavi was horrible. I'm not thinking about. I think you guys are not deep in what is going on. I think you're not deep in what is going on now. There is a massive destruction that happened after yesterday. Massive destruction. And that needs big repair. The big repair has to be changed. There has to be change. There has to be a big change at the club. There has to be a big change at the club. And that comes with a new manager and new ideas. And if some players must go, they must go. They must go. They must go. Yeah, big up. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. Big up to you, Mo. I just wanted to say, imagine the way Mourinho left Inter in 2010 and he comes again. He really loves Inter, don't you think? But the problem is, I think Mourinho's coaching style is not what I want to see now. I want to see different attacking football at Inter. I grew up when Inter always played attacking football. So yeah, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this, to be honest. I don't want to see, like, I don't want Mourinho now for the brand of football. He can come in to galvanize the team for a year, but for the long term, I don't think he's going to build something. Guys, we're 15 likes away from 400. I want to see someone play 4-3-3 with wingers. I want to see excitement because I think that the damage that is done is too much. It's too much for Inter. You're lying again because I never said that. Because I never told them to trust the process. But I never told you to trust the process. I never. Like I never said trust the process. I said, go and get a better manager this season after Arteta has failed. So why do you lie? Why do you come to my chat and lie? Why are you lying? Are you just a liar? Arsenal fans will fucking tell you. Literally tell you. Why do you fucking lie, bro? It's ridiculous. By the way, if we can get Klopp, if we can get Jurgen Klopp, and I don't think we can actually pay Jurgen Klopp, to be honest. I said that someone, by the way, I was talking to someone and he said, what do you think about Xavi to Arsenal? I said, if Arsenal are going to sack Arteta and get Xavi, I think that's a good choice because I think Xavi might actually win Arsenal. Literally. You literally did that. People remember that exactly this. When I said that maybe if Arsenal sack Arteta and they go and get Xavi, that's good. And there is a difference between Arsenal and Inter. We have been the best team in Italy in the last 4 years and we won one league title only. You mad? You might not be excited, but it's a new voice. A new voice. Sometimes you need a new voice. I don't know who at Inter. At Inter, to be honest, I don't think I agree with Ray. It doesn't matter that it's the ownership. We don't spend the money to help this team. This will continue if they don't leave or we put pressure on them. We need to put pressure on the ownership. But the problem that I'm saying now is that Inter at the current moment need a new voice at the club after a 5-0 loss. After a 5-0 loss, we played better against Man City than we played this. We didn't even play. We didn't even play. We didn't even play against PSG. We didn't show up. The team never left Milan. The team never left Milan. They never left. Big up everyone that joined us from LB. Big up LB for the raid. Thank you so much. People are saying DeMarco raid. He has to go as well. He has to go as well. I think after this is one of the worst performances I have seen from a fullback in the club's history. Big up everyone that joined us. If you are here from LB, make sure to like the video. Subscribe if you are new as well. We're on the way to 33K. If you are new, hit the like button. Let's get to 500 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, guys. Thank you, LB, for the raid. Thank you, LB, for the raid. Appreciate you, Habibi. But I like, to be honest with you, I think the club needs a massive reboot after this loss. I think they need a massive rebuild after the at least we played, to be honest, at least we played against City, bro. At least we showed up. We didn't even show up. These players absolutely didn't even show up yesterday. They didn't show up. They didn't show up. You don't understand? I'm still thinking that I'm going to wake up and we're going to play another Champions League final. That this is it. The comment of the day. DeMarco. Oh my God. This is the comment of the day. DeMarco is crazy. DeMarco is crazy. It's the best chat of the day. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, I don't think that DeMarco, I hope that we get a manager that plays 4 in the back because DeMarco is going to go. I genuinely think that he's going to go if we get a manager that plays 4 in the back. Bro, he turned his back on Dewey because he's scared of getting hit by the ball. That is what happened. That is what happened. I genuinely think that I don't see him playing again it wasn't about Zomar yesterday. It wasn't about Zomar yesterday. It wasn't about Onana. It wasn't about Zomar. It wasn't about Onana. It was about the coaching. It was about the players not showing up on the pitch. I don't fault Zomar yesterday. To be honest, I don't fault Jan Zomar yesterday. DeMarco is not fit at the current moment. So I don't think he should absolutely play. I don't think he should play for the club again, to be honest with you. I just genuinely don't think. I'll take anybody. I'll take Jurgen Klopp. I'll take anyone. But yesterday wasn't about Zoomer. Why do people keep saying back the process? The process has ended. The cycle is done. It's over. It ended with a 5-0 humiliation on the hands of PSG. It ended. The cycle, there's no process. The process has ended. We won 1 league title in 4. We reached 2 Champions League final. And at the last Champions League final, we absolutely got cooked 5-0. The process has ended. The process is done. It's finished. It's done. There is no more. There is no more process at Inter. Halas, it's done. It's over. It's done. We go again. We need a new manager. In PSG are very good, Charlie, but also Inter didn't even show up. Didn't even show up. Like Inter didn't even show up in the game. Can we hit the like button, people, you frauds? Hit the like button. Let's get to 500 likes. Hit the like button, you frauds. You absolute bozos. And if people just join the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe to the channel. No, I don't want to sign. So that, see, no, I think there is something that you're missing. I don't think that the manager, because of this defeat, even if we sign new players, the manager himself is not gonna be able to actually step in front of the fans. Step in front of the fans. I don't think that he's gonna be able to step in front of the fans. That is the big problem here is not about his players or not. The problem is that I don't think the manager will be able to get out of the dressing room and go face the fans in the San Siro when they have 80,000, 70,000. Because after this defeat, I think he's going to go anyway. I think within the next hours, I actually think that he's going to go. I don't think Inzaghi is going to be Inter coach next season. I think we're going to get a new manager, to be honest. I don't think that he's going to be the manager of Inter next season. I think he's going to leave. Just he's talking about meeting. I think they are just trying to milk the money. I think they don't want to sack him, or he has not resigned, because I think they want the Saudis to pay for a compensation to get him out of the contract. That is what I think. I think they are trying to get some money from the Saudi team that wants him before he leaves. To be honest. We are finished. I think we're done. In this cycle, I think we're finished and done. At this current moment, I think some of the players might need to go as well. Really, I think they might go. I don't know who we're going to sign. That is not my job to scout players. Inter don't have money. To be honest, but in my opinion, I genuinely think that some of these players need to leave. I'm not sure where to go from here, to be honest. Like the club, I will always support the club. I don't support a manager. I don't support a player. I only support Inter. So I'm always going to be supportive of this club. But I can't be behind this manager again. I can't be behind this manager again. But I will always be behind the club. And by the way, even if the manager stay next season, I'll be hopeful that he win next season. I'll be hopeful that he does something. But I don't think that he can. Like, I'm never going to be not supportive of Inter, by the way. Never, ever in my life. I will be not supportive of it. I will never be someone like other fans who wish that the club fails so a manager gets sacked or because they have something. I will never do this. If he stays next season, but I don't think he will be able to actually step in front of the fans. If he stays, I will always be behind the club. I will always turn on Inter games wanting Inter to win, regardless. Regardless. Like, there are some people that want Inter to lose or Man United to lose, or they want Liverpool to lose. They want, like, whatever club so they can have the manager. I'm never, like, next season starts, right? Next season starts. Doesn't matter who the manager is. I want my team to win. Every single game. That is spot on. Aston Villa cooked. And that is what I'm saying. This Aston Villa team is good, but this PSG team is good. But Inter could have at least given them a game. But we didn't give them a game. Right? But they didn't give them a game. And that is one of the main problems, is that I don't understand how, like, we didn't even show up to the final, broski. We didn't even do anything in the final. We didn't. I'm distraught. I'm finished. I don't know where to go from here. But I'm waiting for the news that the manager is sacked. And by the way, he's always going to be remembered as someone who bottled the league and lost to Champions League fund. He will not be remembered as the manager that made Inter reach, for Inter fans, that made Inter reach Champions League finals. He's going to be remembered as the guy that made the Inter lose 2 Champions League finals and bottled the league to Milan and Napoli. That is what he's going to be remembered for. Anyway, guys, I'm done. I'm finished. I don't know if I'm going to do a stream tomorrow or something. I don't know. But I know that the window have opened. We got to continue. The work has to continue. The work has to continue. This is my job. Anyway, well, I'm not sure what is going to happen, to be honest. I'm not sure what is going to happen. But we'll see how it goes. Hit that like button, guys, before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will see you guys on a different stream. I'm out, people.